Hi, today we're looking at dividing fractions and mixed numbers. The great thing about dividing fractions and mixed numbers is it is almost identical to multiplying. So if you haven't gone over multiplying, it might be a great idea to review that lesson. So let's go through the steps really quickly. Step number one, just like with multiplying, we have to change everything to just fractions, meaning no mixed numbers and no whole numbers. So what does that mean if we have a mixed number? Well, if we have a mixed number, we're going to change it to an improper fraction. And what about having a whole number? If we have a whole number, we're going to place it over 1. That will take care of our mixed numbers and our whole numbers, turning them into just fractions. Here's the one thing that's different. The one part that is different is step number 2. Step number 2 says to flip the second fraction. This is the only thing that is different than multiplying. Once you've flipped the second fraction, we're going to cross reduce just like we did before. We're going to multiply the numerators and multiply the denominators, and then simplify at the end if we can. So there's a saying that might help you remember how to divide fractions, and it says, dividing fractions is as easy as pie. Flip the second and multiply. And that's exactly what you do. You flip the second and you multiply just like you did in the previous lessons. So let's go them. So in this first one, the first thing I notice is that I don't have to worry about mixed numbers or whole numbers because I don't have any, so I don't have to mess with that. What I do need to make sure I do is the second step, which is the one thing that's different, and that is flipping the second fraction. I'm going to leave 8 over 11 the exact same. I'm going to flip the second, and instead of making it 3 over 4, I'm making it 4 over 3, and now I multiply. So here I'm going to try to cross reduce. Well, nothing can go into 11 and 4 or 8 and 3. So we're going to multiply our numerators, and 8 times 4 is 32. I'm going to multiply my denominators. 11 times 3 is 33. And I can't do anything else, so I am done. Let's look at this next one. This next one, again, I don't have any mixed numbers or whole numbers, so I'm going to go right into making my division problem into a multiplication problem by flipping that second fraction, turning it into 3 over 2. Now we multiply. I'm going to try to cross reduce. 5 and 2 nothing goes into, but 6 and 3 can. 3 goes into 3 once, 3 goes into 6 twice. Now let's multiply our numerators. 5 and 1 is 5, 2 and 2 is 4. I can simplify this by making this into a mixed number, 1 and 1/4. Those are both correct answers. All right, let's look at this third one. 4/7 divided by 2. Here's where we have to change 2. And the way I'm going to change 2 is I'm going to put it over 1. That's all you have to do when you start with. Now that I have them as fractions, I'm going to rewrite the first one. I'm flipping the second fraction, making it 1 over 2, and we multiply. Again, I'm going to try to cross reduce, which I can cross reduce my 4 and my 2, making it a 1 and a 2. And now we just multiply. 2 and 1 is 2. 7 and 1 is 7. And the last one. Here I need to change both of these numbers into improper fractions. I'm going to go ahead and do that first. So 2 times 3 is 6, plus 1 is 7, all over 2. I'm still leaving the division symbol because I'm not going to flip it quite yet. 9 times 5 is 45, plus 4 is 49, all over 9. Now my second step says to flip the second, so I'm leaving that 7 over 2 the same. I'm rewriting this one as 9 over 49, and now we multiply. Let's look to see if we can cross reduce. Well, the 2 and the 9 can't, but that 7 and 49 can. 7 goes into 7 once, 7 goes into 49 7 times. Let's multiply our numerators. 1 and 9 is 9, and 2 and 7 is 14. Nothing can simplify, so we are done with that one. The example we have here is a word problem. Let's take a look at it. It says here that Tiana has 3 and 1/9 yards of material that she wants to split into 4 pieces of equal length for a project. How long will each piece be? Well, if you think about this, she has 3 and 1/9 yards. Let's just pretend that that's the material right there. She is wanting to cut this up into 4 equal pieces. And I know that's not equal, but I'm trying to get y'all to see what number you are dividing up. The number you're dividing up is the 3 and 1/9. That's what the number we start with. We're doing 3 and 1/9, and we're wanting to divide it into 4 pieces. So that's how we would write our problem. Let's start by changing our mixed numbers and whole numbers into fractions. 9 times 3 is 27, plus 1 is 28, all over 9. Still dividing by, I'm going to put 4 over 1. Now that I have that, I'm going to rewrite this problem and flip the second fraction and make it 1 over 4. And now we multiply. Cross reduce, 1 and 9 nothing goes into, but 4 and 28, 4 goes into 4 once, 4 goes into 28 7 times. You multiply across, 7 times 1 is 7, 9 times 1 is 9. And you can't go any further, so 7/9 yards is my final answer. Looking for the correct answer, letter A. Good luck.